who says crime doesn't pay. They Stole a Million is a 1986 game from Ariolasoft released at the end of the year on the Spectrum, Commodore and the Amstrad. The name of the game is, I think, a play on They Sold a Million from Ocean and Hit Squad. And it's a game where you play a criminal mastermind who has to pull off various jobs, stealing things from banks and places like that, coin dealers and so on. And there's two parts of the game. We're starting off the Amstrad CPC. This is part one of the game where you have to build your team. You've got £55,000 available. You've got to select your target. So we go into this menu. You've got some different targets there. For example, a museum, which is obviously going to be one of the harder ones to crack. And that £55,000 is to enable you to hire people and get information to do the job. But since I don't have £150,000, I can't do the museum job. We have the Rickenbacker private collection. That's probably also expensive. A Surrey mansion with a gallery. And how much is it going to cost? That costs £20,000. That's still quite a lot. So let's go for the coin dealer, H. Humbug and Son. So one of the country's leading specialist coin dealers. And we are going to rob him. So we'll just go through here and pay some money to get the blueprints for the building, £5,000. And then we get the information folder, and then we're going to have to buy some more information, value of the swag, security, alarm systems, and so on. So, and this will cost, well, actually at the moment it doesn't cost money, but if we want further information, we have to pay more money. So we've got, there you go. If we want to buy information on the alarms, there you go, £2,000. That tells you where the alarm is and how to disable it. And we go all through all this, and you just keep on buying information. And we're over to the Spectrum. So now we're going to hire our team. Now, you need specialists in your team, and unfortunately, you can't really... you have to read their entire 4-page profiles to find out what their main skill is and what their secondary skill is. They will be very quick to carry out their main skill, not quite as quick to carry out their secondary skill, and everything else they'll be very slow at. So, for example, we've got a driver here, and you need a driver to get away. They are the most expensive to hire. So we're going to hire Adam Prost. The names sometimes hint at what they are, but the people aren't separated in terms of the different skills. Commodore 64, it's all looking very similar across the 3 versions. So the thing does Flanagan is a safe cracker. We've got our team together there. We've now got to decide who we're going to fence our items through. The Iceman, he's probably a jewel. Yeah, okay, he does gems and coins. Okay, let's hire him. Right, now we've got to go to the planning stage. And now we load part 2, which is a bit of a pain if you're on cassette, because each time you do this, you've got to go between part 1 and part 2. We're back on the Amstrad. We've got a team of 3 people. Big Dave Cannon, Adam Prost, the driver, and Clint the Nod. And you can see we've got a map and an icon-based system where we have to plan our raid. So there we go. We're going to go to that door, and we have to pick the lock. And the time will add up on the right-hand side with an estimate of how long it's going to take. So we pick the lock, so that's 25 seconds. Timing is important because you don't want people bumping into each other. And you have to plot the moves out. Even when you pick the lock, you've got to open the door, because otherwise the door is going to be closed even though you pick the lock. And then you go inside and you keep moving and keep plotting the movements and working out how you're going to do this. I'm going up here. Unfortunately, there's no way to explore the map other than actually to walk through it. That's a locked door there. So I need to delete some actions there. So I'm going to have to pick the lock. Oh, open the door, sorry. Or is it locked? Locked door. It's right, it says it's locked. Okay. We pick the lock, then we open the door. There's no markings on the screen when you've plotted your actions, which means you need to memorise where you've gone and what you've done when you're plotting the next person's actions. It's quite crude. So we need to another door here. We're going to pick the lock, open the door, and then move forward. And then we're in a room with an alarm, a desk, and a sink. And now we know the special gems are, most expensive gems are hidden in the sink cupboard. So we're going to, I mean, you can pick the lock, you can smash the sink. I'm going to smash the sink and rob the sink. Let's go down here. This is the easiest job to do. We're already at 2 minutes 15 here. My plan is basically to get out as quickly as possible. So all that guy has to do, whichever one he is basically pick the lock, get in, get the most expensive items, and that's it. So I'm going to commit the robbery. You've only seen me do a little bit of the planning. And we're going to mode 0, split screen mode 1 at the bottom. And we get some Ben Daglish music now, whilst my guy there tries to pick the lock at the entrance, because they're going to carry out the precise instructions we set out until the point they bang into each other or I haven't planned something properly and everything goes wrong. Although you can intervene. So there you go, I'm walking behind him there. The red person is me as the boss. I can go anywhere and do anything. I'm just going to watch him. But you can also jump in and help other people as well. With the assist button, we trigger the alarm. Hang on, I'm blocking someone. I'm blocking Big Dave Cannon. The Nod has found an open door. Oh dear. I think we're going to have to possibly run for it. Yeah, everyone's going back to the car. No, I'm blocking, help. No, assist. Police are going to turn up any job of support. Get out, anything. Drive car, go, get out there. I did it. Right, well, I didn't get caught, but I didn't get any booty. Right, let's try again. I've replanned that job, and let's see if I'm going to do any better this time. So out goes my lock picker person. Can't remember which one it is. There's no point anyone else. You tell everyone else to hold back until about 25, 26 seconds, and then people can start going inside. I've left it longer because I want that second door open. Right, so there you go. That's me again. I'm going to watch him do stuff, but I can freely move around. They can watch you something. I'm going to actually do some robbing as well. When you do the robbing, if you steal stuff yourself, then you don't have to give a kind of percentage to the other people. If you see what I mean, like the tamper alarm. Oh, I've triggered the tamper alarm. Anyway, I'm robbing the till. Everyone else will be going up with their business while I'm doing this. Let's go watch else what's going on. Oh, right, the other bloke's trying to rob the till because I've told him to, but I've already taken the money. I'm getting back in the car. Right, 2 people are back in the car. I need 2 more people back. 1 more people back. The Nod has returned. I need Adam Pross to get back, don't I? Where is he? Here he comes. Right, the alarm's going off. We need to escape now. Go, drive car. I need to select the right person. Right, him, go. Drive car, go. Oh, we succeeded. Right, we got coins. Big Dave Cannon got 6.5 grand's worth of coins. He got 10 grand's worth of silver. So we got 24.5 grand. That's not bad. With 31.5 grand. Clint the Nod got 15 grand. So got 57 grand, and I got 500 quid. There you go. There's their cut. So I've come out with 43,500. That I don't think is good enough. How much cash have I got now? Yeah, let's save my team status. Because you're going to need to load part 1. And the idea is you do more jobs and build the cash up so you can do the bigger jobs. Yeah, on tape this is going to be extremely tedious. This is a disc. This is a disc game. So how much money do I have? Yeah, that really wasn't worth it, was it? So let's watch a job happen on the Spectrum, which I'm planning it here. It's very similar to the Amstrad version, so you don't need to see too much of that, but let's do the job. 48k game, so no music. But it works the same as the Amstrad, so I'm running around whilst the other people do the pre-programmed. Moves. And the alarm has gone off. And that can be quite irritating. Now, the police are going to be on their way. The police can also, if you do disable the alarm, which you should do, although I'm not in this case because I just want to get out as fast as I can, if you disable the alarm, and if the police pull up outside, if you all freeze and you've closed the door, then everything will look fine and the police will just drive away. Robbing the till. The game was given 4 stars by Sinclair user. It's a Your Sinclair mega game. A CMVG hit. Amstrad Action gave it 88% and Zap gave it 90%. Amstrad Computer user were in the phase of doing their weird 3-person but really 1-person reviews, giving it 18 out of 20, 18 out of 20 and 12 out of 20. It was the same person doing Nigel, Liz and Colin. I had that from Simon Rockman. So, and he was the editor and he should know. Right, are we going to escape? Are we going to escape? I've been doing this robbery on the Spectrum with only 2 assistants to try and give myself more, kind of, pay less, basically. Oh, police have turned up. Yeah, you've got to do that in less than 2 minutes, or 2 minutes 10 if you're going to do it without getting caught, if you're not going to turn the alarm off. C64 version. Got the Ben Daglish music. Got 4 people this time and myself. This is probably economically not viable, but there you go. The co-coder of the Spectrum and probably the Amstrad version, Chris Palmer, does have a unique claim to fame. He coded View to a Kill for Domark. Oh dear. Right, let's go through here. Right, so this time I've got a bloke going for the safe and I've tried to go there. I'm not interfering with what this bloke's been told. Let's just smash the sink. Probably should have disabled the alarm. The alarm might go off until someone tries to tamper with one of the cases though. So I might go and try and disable the alarm if I can. Although I'm not an alarm specialist. I have bought the information though how to disable the alarm. I don't think this is going to go well on the 64 here. Especially if I don't disable that alarm. But I've managed it. The boss has disabled the alarm, the screen says. Right, but somebody's already gone back to the car, even though I've disabled the alarm. It's so difficult to plan this stuff. Because you can't really... You need a pen and paper, and you need to write things down with the timings of what's going on. Looks, it's the law. We're nicked. So, I'll just show you one of the other bigger jobs, even though I can't complete the coin dealers. This is the art gallery. And it's a multiple floor building. And it has security guards and cameras, but they cycle. and it will show you on the planning stage when the cameras are on. It'll also show you where the security guards are going to be, providing, of course, you've bought this information. And therefore, it's a much bigger job because you're going to have to disable the alarms, hire some heavies who can knock out the security guards so they don't raise the alarm, and break into everything. So it's this, even on the second target, it takes a considerable amount of time to plan the job, and believe you me, it will go wrong. And because you can't see your tracks and how they're plotted, you're just kind of deleting stuff, going back when you want to change things. So guard was on there. There's a guard on the screen. But yeah, so we'll try this on the 64, but I guarantee it's going to go horribly, horribly wrong. This is a game that I've played over several nights, and I can just about escape the coin dealers, as you saw earlier, but not with enough money to have made the job worthwhile. The game has been re-released, by the way, or a remake rather, called The Clue. And apparently was later bought up by Rockstar Games, or the company who made it. Oh, that's bad. Oh no, I've got 2 men dead. And it's so bad that they've drawn a chalk outline around my body. Oh dear, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Dear. Yeah, it's one of my men I think is still somewhere around the building. Yeah, trying to get to him, but it's all gone horribly, horribly wrong, and yeah, and now we're all nicked. They Stole a Mini is a game that is really overlooked and has surprising depth for a game of its era. And it's the type of game that perhaps be more at home on something like the PC rather than the Amstrad Spectrum and Commodore, perhaps with a mouse-driven interface. The concept of the game is fantastic. It just needs a little bit more to make it more accessible. And I don't mean it's not an accessible game to play in the sense you can pick up with the joystick and just start moving things around. I mean, it needs a system where you can plot the routes out for your characters and see where they are, move around, perhaps pull a timeline around to see all the different movements, where they're going to be at certain times, rather than just blindly guessing and trying to see where the other people are going to be, or remember where the other people are going to be because they're not plotted on the map. And it's just that kind of execution stage. You think it's such a fantastic game. It is just that it's just too clunky and too hit and miss plotting out the robberies. As I say, it's a game I ended up playing over several nights, and I enjoyed it, although ultimately I just found it a little bit too frustrating with the planning, and that's a shame. I'd be really interested to see just how well that modern remake turned out.